Hey everybody, we are back to day 9. We have the Junk Journal July 2023, hosted by @Meg Journals. Check her out. She's on YouTube, Instagram, all that good stuff. Lots of fun stuff going on there. So today is balance. And the funny thing about this is I'm a Libra, and if you know anything about signs like that, balance is Libra's thing. And I have struggled with trying to figure out what to do for this prompt. I'm starting a new journal. It is a little gnome, garden gnome journal. I'm using a kit. It's actually a scrapbook kit, but it comes with a handful of papers, scrapbook papers, and these cute little stickers. So I'm kind of going with that. Essentially my idea, here's the scrapbook papers with the little gnomes on them and the flowers and all that cute stuff. My thought process is, firstly, I was going to do a cloth, simple, one signature journal. I'm going to use this material as my cover. I'm doing the simple journal made from a packing envelope. I'll cover it in fabric, both inside and out, and so it'll be a pretty soft journal. That's my initial plan. And my cousin kind of likes gnomes, and so my thought process was to do one for her. But then I got to thinking about it, and it's like, you know what? I'm just going to do a simple single signature journal. So why don't I just do 2? Work on 2 at the same time. And with that comes balance in my eyes. If I've got 2 cards in this one, I want 2 cards in that one. And if I've got, 3 envelopes in this one, I want 3 envelopes in this one. That's just kind of how my mind processes that. Let me turn on my little fan. It is decent degrees outside. It's not a gazillion degrees hot. And it started raining earlier, and so I am a lover of nature, and so anytime it rains or the weather's nice or whatever, I want my doors open, fresh air coming in, all that good stuff. But it is a little sticky humid, but I don't care. I'll just turn on my fan to circulate some air and enjoy my doors being open with the rain falling, and that's how I function. So anyways, back to balance. I decided what I was going to do is just kind of work on some ephemera for these 2 journals. They're going to be small, so I'm not going to do a whole lot. But then I thought, I'll do a couple of envelopes, 1 for each, a couple of tags, 1 for each. There's these 4 little gnomes. Cute little gnomes. 2 with a sign and 2 with a mushroom. So again, 1 for each journal. So there'll be 2 little gnomes in this journal, in each journal. And I've got 2 little tags I'm going to put together. And then I got 2 envelopes that I'll use as flip outs. So I'll work on those, but I was trying to play around with doing journal cards or something with these beautiful babies, and decided to make journal cards. And I thought, I was kind of going through trying to figure out my colors. Does this color go? Does this green too dark? Is this, I was playing around with different colors, and I decided to go ahead and I have a gazillion paint swatches, and this pink just kind of works, so we can easily put a backing on them and make journal cards. I think they'll be cute. We'll add some little stuff with it. And as I was trying to figure out my colors, I found these pinks out of the gazillion pinks that I had, and I found these greens out of the gazillion greens I had, and what do you know? This green is titled Balance Green. So it doesn't match 100%, but it's balanced, so we're going with it. So yeah, there you go. So I think the first thing I want to do is back these, get this big Walmart and Behr paint situation under control. I think with the, I think we'll be okay to back these in pink. And they'll be kind of flimsy little journal cards, but that's okay. And then I think I'll back the green ones. I guess I could do those in pink too. Yeah, that won't be too bad. We'll see. We'll see how much real estate I got going on here. So I'm a little worn out. I'm a little hot, but I am here. I like to suffer through, you know, I'll suffer through at the expense of being uncomfortable. If I can get some natural light, some natural air, all that good stuff, I'll suffer through. I don't think we're gonna fit. Oh, we will fit. Ooh, we'll be tight. We'll just go with it. And of course I'll stitch. I still haven't changed out my thread in my machine. I'm still functioning with black, so I need to do that because I've got a stack of journal cards that I've been working on with this Junk Journal July that I need to stitch around, and I don't want them in black. I want them in the cream color that I have. Get all the way to the edge there. The pink color is Vassar Rose, Tudor Rose, and Soft French Pink, which will be okay because there's not really roses, but there's flowers in this. So I think we'll be okay. I just, again, the Balance Green just was like, okay, well, I guess that's the green I'll use. And I'm going with the idea that I'm balancing out two journals. Oof, that doesn't really fit. We're gonna have to make work. Make work. Make it work, Shell. Make it work. So again, these will be stitched. Trim one down just a titch. Got all caught up on day 1, 2, and 3. Kind of did a, I say a quick little video. The whole video, the video in its entirety wasn't very quick, but I did those 3 prompts pretty quick, I guess, because I squeezed them all into one. But I got that off my to-do list, so that's good. I'm all caught up now with my junk journals. Okie dokie. I also, this morning, kind of went over my inventory. You know, it was my goal to get my inventory built up before the fall. My goal is to have 30 journals available in my inventory. Right now I have 22. So that was kind of another reason why I decided to do 2 of the gnome journals. If I give one to my cousin, then I'll have one for my inventory. So, that's how we did that. Okay, now we gotta decide, as far as the balance goes, with these little guys, who looks better where. I'm kind of compelled to say that the pink needs to go on the green, and the green needs to go on that. My idea is to kind of just add a little bit, I'm in the realm of using what I have, and so maybe we'll scoot him down so his little hat will shine through. So we are using what we have. And I have this washi that I'm debating on. I think that will now my dilemma is what kind of glue to use. I'm gonna try to use some just glue stick for this. It's always tricky when you have like slicky surfaces and porous and non-porous, and you know, always kind of tricky to figure out what works best. And I love to use my Weld Bond, but on things that I don't have to use it, I kind of prefer not to, if that makes any sense. And I think we are going to glue the washi. Oof. Now the washi don't want to stay with the glue. Trim. We'll fold that over. I didn't fold the other one over, but why not? And so since these guys are a little thicker cardstock, I'm going to use my glue. Anyway, so yeah, I went through my inventory today, made sure everybody had their labels correctly and their pricing, and I add a little note in each one, kind of explaining what the journal's all about and what to do with it, because some people just really don't know what to do with it. So I'm all caught up with that. That was on my weekend to-do list. Finished my Raggedy Ann journal was on my weekend to-do list. Got that done. And change sheets on my bed and do some laundry. That was on my list too. Got that done. I went and spent some time with a friend of mine in Hot Springs last night. It's about an hour away. He works all the time, so it's hard for me to catch time to see him. So when I'm able to, and when he gets off work early, I say early, like 4:30 in the afternoon, I try to get down there and see him. So no creating last night or yesterday afternoon, because I was chilling, hanging with a friend. We went to dinner and watched a couple of movies. Just hung out, enjoyed each other's company. It's nice to do that. Okay. So today's my Sunday. Finishing up my laundry and making sure everything's ready to go for this week. I'll be going out to my mom's here in a little bit, cooking dinner for her and my daughter, and I think my niece and my nephew are joining in on the fun. I haven't heard the final vote on that. So that'll be good to spend a little time with them. So I wanted to jump on here and tackle today's prompt while I had a moment. So here I am. I haven't finished watching everybody else's prompts for yesterday and today, because yesterday afternoon I jetted out of town. So I will do that probably this evening. See what everybody did for brown paper. I did watch yesterday, I did watch Cindy at Studio Lou. Her brown paper was a fabulous idea. When I feel like I'm caught up on a few things around here, I might tackle that. Looks like a lot of fun. I think there's a name for that. I mean, let me just say this. I know there's a name for that, where you crumple up the paper and you spread it out, and you crumple up the paper and you spread it out. My mind is blank right now, and I think, my memory's horrible, but I think Mary Ellen and I have had this discussion about this technique before. And I say discussion in the realm of YouTube comments. That's how a lot of our discussions take place. But that's okay. So I think I wrote it down somewhere in my journal of all journals. So I'll have to figure that out and try that. Maybe one of these prompts, upcoming prompts, will work for that. Okay, let's see where I'm at with my time. Okay, I think what I'll do is these two little tags, and then we'll call it quits. Do we want it to go all the way up? What do you say? Or just halfway? Where's the balance here? How about we do this? Keeping in the spirit of balance, let's just cut one in half and use half. Have all sorts of these little scraps of the mulberry paper or handmade paper or whatever you want to call them. I have them in like every color and every little snippet, shape, and size. And so whenever I can squeeze them into something I'm working on, I try to do that. I'm not doing any kind of grunging in this journal. I'm not grunging my edges or anything like that. I'm trying to keep, I'm okay with the white in this journal. Okay with the white. I'm making myself be okay with the white. I'm not, in my heart of hearts, I'm not okay with it, but I'm making myself be okay with it. Little trimmy trim. Those are simple enough. I think I'm going to put them under something so they'll smash. Yeah, they all need to smash down. The thicker cardstock type images and stuff that you die cuts and all that tend to want to do their own thing. They don't want to lay as flat as they're supposed to. So here's what we have for balance so far. Here's what we have for the little gnome journal. I'm making two journals, two small, one signature journals, and so I'm working on the ephemera at the same time, balancing it out. So I'll have essentially the same journals. They'll be a little different just because I don't have exacts of everything, but yeah. So we got our balance green little journal cards, and they're backed on with the pink, and I'll do some stitching around the edges. And then we've got our rose pink journal cards. I think these are rather cute. And a nice little start for my gnome ephemera. Nice little balance there. So yeah, there we go. That is day 9 of Junk Journal July 2023, hosted by @MegJournals. Be sure and check her out, and be sure and check out that hashtag Junk Journal July, because there's a handful of us that are creating some really fun stuff with this prompt, with this challenge this month. So anyways, thanks for joining me, and We will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is day 10, and I wonder, this is another one that I was kind of baffled on, and it may just be me. Does that say stripped back or striped back? I wonder if that's however you interpret that. To me, it says stripped back. And I don't know what to do with that in this challenge. So, stripped back, striped back. What do you think? What is it? Stripes like the stripes in this washi, or stripped back like back to the basics, minimalist. What do you think? Anyways, we will see you guys tomorrow. Bye for now.